Uh-huh.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live. What's going on, my dude? How's everything post Gamercon, man? What a great weekend we had. That was just it was a blast. It was good to have everybody together, number one. And it was great to like be in person, and then it was awesome to like invite other gamers to be, a part of the whole experience as well. You know what I mean? That were there. Some players that are into the game as well. It was awesome. hmm hmm
Blast. It was a great experience.
Yeah, I agree. Great time all around.
Absolutely.
Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
So, other than that, let's
Mhm.
go through some of the things that we did. In case you aren't able to catch us live during PAX, GamerCon,
Not PAX yet.
not PAX yet. We got to be a part of CT GamerCon this weekend, which is a gaming convention in Connecticut at Mohegan Sun, run by Mitch, which is the person that runs Terrificon at Mohegan
Yep.
Sun. And also a big part of who runs it is Jamie from Game Underground. So,
Baby.
our man Jamie. So, and
That's right.
in case you didn't know, Jamie in Game Underground now officially had a new spot. So that is fantastic.
Yep.
So it's good to hear that they're going to be back in action. But
Hell
pretty
yeah.
much what it is they invite, Microsoft, PlayStation was there this year with their VR.
Mhm.
They have a bunch of vendors there. One Up Games was there. Underworld Games was there. There were a couple stores that sell paintings were there. So
Yep.
it was an all around fantastic experience. PCG Live was there,
That's
and
right.
they do a bunch of tournaments, which is fantastical. Um, and what else? They got Street Fighter Five, Marvel vs. Capcom, Smash 4, Melee.
DBZ.
Yep. And then they have a bunch of open game play, which is again fantastical. And yeah, that pretty much describes the convention in a T.
cosplayers all around.
Yes, yep, cosplayers as well. So I'm hearing like a ping, maybe the high. Yeah, I think my high was too high.
Okay.
I think I fixed it. Let's add some mid there. There we go.
I think that was the fun part of the weekend. That was the most fun I had, was interviewing Kate.
Oh yeah, Kate was fantastic. In case you guys don't know who Kate is a cosplayer, and that day she was cosplaying as Bayonetta.
Yes.
So that was cool. We will be taking clips of everything that happened during PCG Live and posting them on YouTube. I just haven't had the chance to get to the videos yet, but we will be adding that to our roster and posting that up so everyone can see. So.
Nice.
It makes me really wish that we could do something for PAX, but next time.
We'll get there.
Yeah. One step at a time.
Yep.
One step at
Baby
a time.
steps.
Baby steps. So, in case you guys didn't catch on, we are now streaming across the board. We are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Mixer. So our goal is we're trying to hit as many platforms as humanly possible. So that's pretty much what we're doing now. So very exciting stuff. So if you guys are on watching on any one of our channels, please be sure to chat with us from any one of the channels. We can see the room. So be happy. You're more than welcome to join us and chat, and we want you to be a part of the show. So, and that's how we want you to interact with us and be a part of the show, is by being a part of the show.
Bluntly said.
Yeah. Very, very obvious. Another great thing about Gamercon is our good friend Dolan was our special guest host, which Dolan is fantastic, and that was such a good time.
Yep.
We did a bunch of things from playing Mario Tennis to Mario Party, GoldenEye. Notice I went over that one real quick.
Mario Party, GoldenEye.
Yeah. We did Jackbox Games, which we had a winner that won the badge for PAX East on Saturday. So that's another awesome thing, is if you start joining us, you'll get awesome prizes like PAX East badges. So so
you know what we didn't do though?
What? We didn't give raffle. Oh yeah, no, we didn't do Overcooked.
We did not do Overcooked.
Nope, no Overcooked.
Which might have been a better idea, because I kind of need to save money for PAX East.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. There was a few things that we really wanted to do that we didn't get the chance to do. It was a little crazier there, and next time we'll get it ready, and we'll be ready to rock it out, so to speak.
Prepped and ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. So so you ready to do the countdown?
Oh. Why? I'm always ready to do the countdown. I just didn't know what part of the show.
Yeah, let's do it now.
Wanted to get the countdown going.
Let's get that baby going now.
Oh yeah. All right, Captain of the Drum Rolls.
You ready?
Would you do me the honor?
More than happy
to.
Drum
roll, please. We are currently 7 days, 15 hours, 50 minutes, and 20 seconds until PAX East 2018.
Just over a week by
We
hours.
are in the single digits.
Yeah, man.
Days.
This is real hype. I don't want to get too much into PAX today, because we're going to talk PAX next week. So I don't want to get too into PAX now. So if you guys are interested in listening to our PAX show, join us on Tuesday, which we will be getting into more about PAX that day. So,
For sure. You know what you haven't asked in a while? Because I just thought about this before the show. What we're playing.
You know what? I truly haven't, because we've been so busy with like just real life stuff that I know that we haven't all played anything like real hardcore recently. So So let's see what are you playing? What are you playing?
Let's see. Well, I've been diving into the Breath of the Wild DLC finally
Okay. Okay.
on stream. I was trying to finish it up last night, but apparently OBS decided to do an update, and that update led to me not being able to stream on Mixer.
Okay.
So I was like, oh well. So I'm gonna have to figure out what the issue is with that. Hopefully something patches. Everything else worked fine, which is funny.
Mhm.
Twitch worked fine. Actually, Mixer's other server that they have, but it's a weird server. It's got like low latency on it or something. But like nobody really uses it. That was working, but the one I normally use was not working at all. It just shut OBS off completely.
Hmm.
So, but once I get that settled, probably I'll try tomorrow. I'll try to stream tomorrow, see what happens. Um, but I've been playing that. I've been grinding the hell out of Fire Emblem Warriors. I wish Andre was here so I could tell him that.
You've been really playing that a lot, right?
Yeah. I mean, like in my spare time, I'm just trying to play that
Mhm.
because there's a lot to the game. There is a shit ton of stuff. And like you have to level up your characters quite a bit to complete everything.
Mhm.
So, I when I have free time, I just get into that, dive into that. One game that I want to get back into Odyssey because I wanted to do a few things in Odyssey
Okay. All right.
in the
Um,
aftermath.
I'm not playing anything. I haven't played much of
Uh,
anything, and Breath of the Wild was going to be one of the games I was going to get into. It's just I don't
yeah,
have really anything hooked up, back up yet. So, and then
right.
with the cons that have been coming on, I have Anime Boston event tomorrow. So if you guys are interested,
Oh, that's right.
um, on tomorrow and Saturday, we're doing the Game Over event, and it's a huge venue, and we have over 75 arcade cabs. Uh, about
Ooh.
25 of those cabs are rhythm games from Japan, so definitely is going to be a good time there.
Ooh.
And then we have a console section where we'll have PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, Switch, and a bunch of classic Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega, stuff like that too. So plenty to do, plenty to do. So come join, have some drinks. It's 21 plus. That's the only other thing is it is 21 plus only. The venue would only allow 21 plus if alcohol is being served.
Right.
So we had no choice. But other than that, you know what I mean. You guys should definitely come check it out. It's gonna be huge. We got Anamanaguchi performing tomorrow and Saturday.
Mhm.
I don't know what kind of genre music they are, but it's very like popish, and they're very well
Okay.
known. They make really good music. So I'm eager to meet them. For
Nice.
PAX weekend, we're doing another thing as well. We're doing an event Thursday and Friday at the same venue. And Thursday, it's going to be a cosplay contest,
Nice.
being judged by a special guest. And Friday, we have Power Glove and Lame Genie performance. So if you're
Nice.
into video game cover bands, those two are like the best locally, even probably further than locally. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a real good time. So you got some
Yeah.
arcade cabs, you got some drinks, you got some food, and you got some video game consoles. So you gotta come join us. It's a good time. And if you're a personal friend of mine, you're on my Facebook page, hit me up because I might have a hookup for you. So just let me know, and we'll talk. We'll talk.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, um,
Agreed.
but yeah, just it's been busy, so I haven't had the chance to get into some games. But speaking of games, a new game did come out this week, Far Cry 5.
Yes.
So,
Lots of people playing it. Lots of people playing Far Cry 5 right now.
so Polygon gave it a 6.5 out of 10, but
Really?
Steam got a 9 out of 10. So players from Steam gave it a 9 out of 10.
Oh,
Let's
the user reviews.
Yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
but GameSpot gave it a 9 out of 10. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know if Polygon's being a little bit hard on them with the reviews, not, but
Maybe
um,
something happened with them and Ubi.
yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows? But I haven't got the chance to try it out. I'm excited about it. I really want to get into it and play it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to check that one out and see.
This one, I think, kind of obvious. This one's been absolutely, in my opinion, the most hyped Far Cry to come out.
You think so?
I think so. I think like this based on the storyline, just because remember like last year when they were advertising it and how they were basing the storyline, we were having pretty rock solid debates on that. Even Andre was like, I don't know how I feel about this game just because of the vibe of it. And, like, because it was, they were talking like it was a religious leader, but we and you were like, yeah, it's just a cult leader.
Yeah.
Like we were having some pretty solid debates on it. And I think this Far Cry has just been really hyped just because, no pun intended, but it is kind of hitting home with, with the US because it's based in the US. Like the other Far Cry games really haven't been based in like US. It's been based in like maybe like a jungle or somewhere completely different. But now it's like kind of hitting home in this one. So I don't know. I think this one's been the most hyped.
I think this one's gotten the most attention due to the fact of due to the controversy. So I think it's gotten more attention and more talk. But I think as far as hype, like people excited to play it, I think Far Cry 3 was the biggest due to the how do you say it? The protagonist, the bad guy, the big guy.
Antagonist.
Yeah, antagonist. Yeah. I think that one had the best, like the best. The guy that acted that out, like that was what started. Now Far Cry is known as the bad guy game. Like, okay, who's gonna be the next big bad? And that's why I think like with this one it stood out a little bit because it was started off as like the religious thing. And it was, I mean, you could tell right away it was just that cult following. Like that's really what it was.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, still the number one to me so far was Far Cry 3. Like, not that Far Cry 4 was cool as far as the bad guy, you know what I mean? But the Far Cry 3, man, that dude tapped. And
Far Cry 3, yeah, it's absolutely, it could go either way. Between Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 5, it could go either way. I would say most memorable as of bad guys is definitely Far Cry 3. But I just feel like Far Cry 5, maybe like the storyline might be. See, I mean, I haven't played either one, but maybe the storyline might be a little more touchy when it comes to this game. So it's gonna be quite interesting. I mean, it's kind of funny to see, I mean, nines, well, minus Polygon, kind of like nines across the board with it. So,
yeah, I believe that, like you said, because of the topic, it's going to get way more attention, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
So a lot more people can relate to this.
For sure. For sure.
Let me see talk shows. I'm trying to. Here we go, talk show. I was trying to update Mixer because I'm like, we're not playing Mario Tennis.
No, that was Sunday.
Yeah, and
that was this past Sunday.
I was trying to update it, and I was like, okay, what do they have it under? Okay, so let's talk about PlayStation Plus games for free for April. I think I personally liked Marches the best almost out of all of the games so far. You had Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank, and that was huge. But for April, I'm a little disappointed with April's. Maybe one of these I'd be okay with, but that's just because I'm an old school player. So seeing that is kind of like, oh, cool. I'll definitely give that a shot. But these other ones, I'm not too sure. These other ones are gonna have to be like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot and see. But Mad Max. This is the first 3 games of PS4. Mad Max, Trackmania Turbo, and Qubit Reboot. I'm cool for Qubit Reboot, but you know something too?
Yep.
Now that I'm saying it, I think I heard a lot about Mad Max when it came out, and I think a lot of people were hyping that
Yes.
game up, and I think a lot of people said that game was actually really, really freaking good.
Yes, I've only heard good things about it. And yeah, like when it got announced, it got super hyped. Like they had that whole trailer, I believe, during the Xbox E3 conference
Mm-hmm.
when they announced the Xbox One. They showed the trailer for Mad Max. It got a lot of hype
Mm-hmm.
heading into E3, and I've heard pretty good things about it. So it might be worth picking up for free, downloading for free at that point.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. PS3, there's In Space We Brawl, Toy Home, and Qubit Reboot. Now, Toy Home was already on one time free before. Hold on, let me just make sure this
They
is
must
the.
be really trying to drive
Oh,
that
nope,
game.
nope. Go Home is the one I'm thinking about, I believe.
Go home.
I think it's Go Home. Yeah, it's Gone Home. Gone Home, not Go Home. Gone
Oh,
Home.
gone.
Yeah. So Vita is 99 Vitas, Vitas, and Qubit rebooted. Now, I don't know if you know, but Vita games, they're going to stop doing Vita games as of 2018. So as of 2018, the Vita games,
Oh.
yep, the Vita games are
So
going to
the
stop.
Vita will officially be dead. At this
Shut your
point.
face. They it won't be dead. I mean, technically, if you want to be realistic, Vita's technically already dead now. If we're gonna be realistic with each other.
Man, that thing was dead when it got released.
But no, it's no. A lot of people play it. A lot of people play it. What it is just it's not a lot of games come out for the thing that people are willing to spend. And the biggest flaw that they had was the cards. Like you had to use special Sony memory cards for that, and like that was
Yeah.
the biggest thing, the biggest flaw that they had in it,
You know
and
what?
that pushed me away. You know what I mean? I have one, but
Of course you do.
I loved it. I loved it.
You know what the Vita was? This is the best way I could describe this. Literally, the Vita was the handheld Wii U. Not enough advertising on it at all whatsoever. The PR on the Vita was terrible. And then they just stopped investing time into the Vita. Yeah, you'd hear things like at E3 sometimes saying like, "Oh, well, here's a game for the Vita," and everybody, what's the joke from everybody? Oh, they're still making games for the Vita.
Right. Right.
So then, like, you go to PlayStation Experience, and they have a little segment for the Vita, and then they're trying to get the Vita like hyped on it, and then everybody's just sitting there like, "Yeah, okay, just skip this part so we can get to the good stuff." So, like that's kind of what the Vita was. It's like the handheld Wii U.
Yeah. I guess you can put that in comparison as far as the popularity is concerned for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you make a valid point. I guess I can't argue that factor. If I'm gonna shit on the Wii U, I guess I kind of got to put the PlayStation Vita in that same boat.
Is
So.
it kind of hitting you right here in the chest?
It's just it as a device, nobody can deny it's Dreamcast all over again. As a device, no one can deny what the thing can do. The thing can the thing can is a very powerful device and can play any game at better than any handheld besides the Switch. Now that we have the Switch, you can't say it's the best handheld because of the Switch.
Right.
But in general, like it was the best handheld. And I just think I think PlayStation could have really capitalized on that, and it's a disappointment that they didn't. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing. But
Right.
the good games didn't really come out too much later in its life, and guess what? It's already pretty much dead.
Yeah, and the other thing too is I liked it that you could do remote play on it from your PS4.
But they took that away, I think.
Did they already take that away?
Yeah, I think they stopped support on that. I believe.
Well, if they took that away, I don't know if that was a smart idea.
But that was one of my favorite things too.
But like you could see doing something like that, you can see the good and the bad. Only because like if you do remote play with it, then people might look at it as like, oh, it's just a $200 or $300 product that's a controller for the PS4.
Right.
Which I don't see it like that, but I mean, I could see other people saying that. And then if you are doing that, it does kind of take away from the luster of making your own games for the Vita.
Yeah, this thing is
Which
still $200.
geez.
I mean, you can find it for $89, but the average price is still
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
And then the PlayStation TV, which is the glorified PlayStation Vita, just on your TV because you can play PlayStation Vita games on your TV.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's another thing too.
I bought that for my brother one year for Christmas, and I don't know if it got any use. I don't know if that was one of those things that you reuse. Hey, Albert is joined in the Facebook Live.
Has he?
Vita is alive, he said. DW9.
Yeah, all right.
That's
DW9.
Good man.
DW9. Andre.
Destiny Warriors.
Warriors 9.
Where are you, Andre?
Oh my god. Andre's like, oh shit, Albert's in chat. I ain't dealing with that.
He's crying inside somewhere.
Probably. Oh my god.
So, I say in general, the Vita was at one point in time a good thing, and then it's just like everyone's just like, oh yeah, they're not making anything for this.
Yeah, unfortunately, for like the first 5 minutes, it was a good thing. Not to knock it completely, but you know what? Here's a question, as a Sony person.
Okay.
Do you think Sony is giving you too many outlets? Because like you had the Vita, but then they came out with PlayStation TV, so you could play Vita games on that, and then you still have your PS4. Like, do you think they're giving out too many outlets?
I don't think so. I think I would enjoy the Vita more if it was what the Switch was, and I think at one point in time, I think they could have made it that, and I think they kind of dropped the ball on that. They were just like, hey, we're gonna make a mini version of all those games instead, and that was the downfall. But let's remember, Vita is like PlayStation 3. It came out to PlayStation 3, so the Vita's been around for a while. So I just want to remind everyone that the Vita has been around for a very long time. So in that sense, I believe the Vita was like a bring everywhere you go PlayStation 3, which was cool, but you didn't get PlayStation 3 games. Like I said, like you got a different God of War and stuff like that. Now, if they made it where I could play my PlayStation 3 games on the Vita, that would have been fantastic. But it didn't work out that way, and it's a shame because the device I believe was powerful enough to do that, and especially in this day and age of digital, if they would have threw a hard drive in there, right, or allowed you to use any SD card, like that's the big thing, any SD card, like why are we using specific Sony cards? Like that is absurd in this day and age, like. You're limiting yourself in the market immediately by doing that.
But they're trying to sell their own product with, you got to use the Sony memory card for your Sony PlayStation Vita.
I understand that, but like you are literally limiting like what you can really true and the potential of what you can do, and I think that's really what killed people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you limit yourself, then, a lot of people are going to be driven away from, that system. Mm-hmm. So, to me, like, only using the Sony memory cards is just a penny pinching thing. That's something like Microsoft does.
Yeah.
Which, not to knock Microsoft, but, they do that all the time. But they try to penny pinch a lot of things.
But I do want to say, the PlayStation 3 era was the bad years of Sony where they were making very bad mistakes. And I believe that was the same thing like Xbox is kind of doing now. Like PlayStation 3 was what Xbox is doing now.
Yes. I agree with that. I can agree with that. Because, the 360 was better than the PS3 in my opinion.
I don't want to say it was better. I want to say that the support in the sense of like maybe you were getting better exclusives. See, I don't even want to say better exclusives. PlayStation still had their exclusives. I think what they were providing for kind of like firmware in PlayStation sucked. Their what is it called? Their OS pretty much sucked, and for Xbox, it was just the shit. Their Xbox Online was the revolutionary of what games are supposed to be as far as console-wise online, and
Hmm.
that's where PlayStation was really shitty, and then they just never fixed it, and Xbox capitalized on that, and then they allowed so much power as far as what you could provide online for gaming, and that's really where they capitalized. PlayStation, it just failed in every aspect of that, and then it was just like, okay, now the servers didn't work, and this and that.
Oh my
So
God, yeah.
it was just bad. It was just bad, bad time, and it wasn't like they were pushing out bad games, because like I said, God of War, like that was the time of God of War. God of War is a fantastic franchise.
Yes.
I mean, just they had a great list of games, but everybody was jumping ship. Not jumping ship, but a lot of people were on the Xbox bandwagon at that time, and Xbox did a great job pushing for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny because like I distinctly remember like during the PlayStation era that they had those major problems with the servers where oh my God, how long ago was that?
What?
Remember when like the servers went out and it was out for like months?
That
It was
was it was during Christmas. Xbox Live went down too for a little while, but not as long as PSN.
yeah.
Um, it was when what you call it? Uh, what is it? The group that should have done Anonymous. That's when they shut everything down because something to do with what they were doing with their service that they didn't like, or some shit like that.
Right.
So that like really kind of affected them, and it just sucked. It just sucked. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Like, because I just remember that happening, and then all my buddies that had the PlayStation, I would bust on them, just be like, "Oh, well, I'm still playing online with my Nintendo stuff,
Yeah, nah, it
with
was
whatever online we had at the time
yeah,
for
nah.
that."
Yeah, nah, it was a shitty time to be a PlayStation fan at that time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But all in all, I think where Vita could have really stepped their game up was definitely the titles that came out. It was bad titles, and that's really what got me. But now they're giving them free. It's just and the memory card killed it. The memory card killed it for me. So
Yes, agreed.
yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so that conversation broke off from the free game. So free PC game is over right now. Let me see what we got here. Doom is getting upgraded to 4K, 4K update. So,
Ooh,
yep, yep.
that'll be juicy.
So you bought Sea of Thieves. I have not yet got my Sea of Thieves, which I will be joining the crew.
I was about to say,
Uh,
what are you waiting for?
freaking to be able to play the goddamn game.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Andre's in the room. Andre's in the room, and he's chatting it up with Albert. So,
Yes, do it. Here's the debate, except it's not on camera.
but he did a great job. He did a great job avoiding the conversation. He
Oh,
avoided.
did he?
Yeah, he avoided the conversation.
Yeah, well,
You're
I'm
funny,
bringing it up.
Andre. You're funny, Andre. So what was I getting into? What was I just talking about? Oh, Sea of Thieves. So, what's your thoughts?
I've yet to get to play it myself.
Oh, what's taking you so long?
Andre, that's what's taking me so. Andre, you want to hop on sometime today?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we got to play with our boy Andre. So he's gonna be our captain.
Yeah, he'll be the captain until he screws up. Then I might mutiny and take over. You know, I'm kidding.
Mutiny.
I'm only taking
Mutiny.
mutiny.
So we also have Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Broly and Bardock is going to be
Yes.
joining the DBZ family extremely soon. Let me see when they're coming out. Let me see. Broly and Bardock release date. And I don't think they have a release date for them yet. Do. I don't see. If anyone in chat knows the release date for Bardock and oh wait, there's a video for Bardock. So let's see. Ooh, that's a hype trailer. I'm excited about Bardock, and I it's funny because I called it. I called he was gonna join, and ooh, he's hype as shit. Ooh, he's hype as shit. Oh, he can't go Super Saiyan. They never.
Who, Bardock?
Yeah, he can't go Super Saiyan.
How do you know?
Because like there was no such thing. Oh, 328 came out yesterday.
Oh snap! See, I need to get the game.
So now I need to download.
I gotta get the game to begin with. Oh my god.
Yeah, Burley. I will be adding Burley to my arsenal. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm excited. Hype. The hype is real. Yeah, he looks OP.
Dude, I'm telling you, I want my team to be Bardock, Yamcha, and somebody else.
my team's gonna be Baby Boo, Kid Boo.
Baby Boo?
Kid Boo. Yep, I like calling Baby Boo. Kid Boo.
Oh, Kid Boo, yeah.
Nappa, and Brawly. I love
Okay.
him. I love Nappa. Nappa is so awesome.
You love Nappa?
Nappa is so awesome. Like I just love his. I love his combos. Like his combos are sick. So
I just want to make a weird team, but I want Yamcha to be involved just because everybody shits on Yamcha.
I have a couple friends that actually play Yamcha. Yamcha is actually a good tag-in partner. Like his assist is really really good from what I'm hearing. So.
Oh, I've heard he's very good.
They have a release date for Dragon Quest XI for PS4 and PC.
Yes, that's right.
But I can't find the release date.
What's the matter, you? Why can't you find the release date?
I'm not good at finding these fucking things, apparently.
But I did hear that
September 4th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard Dragon Quest XI for Switch isn't going to come out until much later on, apparently. So probably not this year for the Switch, as far as Dragon Quest XI.
Andre said Sea of Thieves at 2 a.m. Sure.
Sea of Thieves at 2 a.m. That'll be like 2 hours before I have to go to work. God damn.
Hey,
Sea of Thieves at 2 a.m.
Hit that 2 a.m. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I could play tomorrow. I'll be out of work at 12:30, so I can play tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I've got that early day tomorrow. Ooh.
I got an early day tomorrow. I got an early day Saturday. Then I have Sunday off, but Sunday's Easter.
Yay, Easter.
Yep, that's probably why I probably won't be able to make it up to Boston this weekend for anime.
Boo.
Easter, yay. At least it's not during PAX weekend. Oh my god.
Yeah, we did Easter one time, PAX weekend.
Yes, I remember that story that you told us. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, I still was able to eat, so still did the Easter thing.
That's true.
I told you.
Nice and warmed up for you.
I don't miss my PAX. I don't miss my PAX. My PAX is everything.
That's right. But we don't want to get too deep into that just yet.
PAX is Tuesday. We talk PAX Tuesday.
That's right. PAX is Tuesday, even though I'm on the hype train already.
Yeah, so anyways, so what else do we got here in the news?
What I wanted to talk about, because this kind of aggravated me again.
Uh-oh.
Now, remember about a month and a half ago, we had that nice little show about the R word.
The R word.
Rumors.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So, apparently some ding-dong went on to Twitter and was like, hey, I've heard from a reliable source that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct. Not Nintendo Direct, a Pokemon Direct this coming Wednesday. And of course, someone says that, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's a Pokemon Direct! Oh my god, we gotta say it's gonna be Wednesday!" But guess what? Nintendo didn't say a word. Nintendo said not one word about it. So once again, Wednesday comes rolling around, and I'm just sitting there thinking, yeah, I don't think this is happening. They haven't said one word about it. They probably would have advertised it at least 2 days prior because it is a Pokemon Direct. So I don't think it's happening. Sure enough, that went yesterday happened.
And it didn't
No
happen.
Pokemon Direct.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Yeah, James, thank you for the heads up. It's my mic. My mic is being a bad boy today, and I think it has something to do with the battery. So, because it sucks. I just tried turning it
Unbelievable.
down a little bit to see if it can restress from power on the wireless mic part of it. So,
Yeah.
uh, hopefully it will stop popping. But yeah, no,
All right.
I mean it sucks with the rumors. The situation with the rumors, because you never know, what's true and what's not, and then you're trying to weed them out, and sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's hard to weed out, like, okay, what's um it's hard to like, weed out, okay, what is bullshit and what's not, and that's kind of where you gotta know your sources and know who they get it from. Like you read an IGN. IGN, is, as much as I hate them, are when it comes to reporting news, is a little bit better than just Joe Schmo. And that's the problem with the world of the internet, is
Yep.
there's so much rumors out there. So it's like, as a hardcore gamer, and for some of you that might be out there that watch that are hardcore gamers as well, you probably can feel the same pain. Is you'll be on your social media news feed, and you have a not so gamer friend that posts and shares some kind of article, and then you get amped, and then you look at the source of the article, and you're like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only reason why they're sharing it is because maybe it's a game that they like. So say,
Yeah.
like, if they were a huge, like, Bionic Commando fan, and then all of a sudden, like, there's some news that breaks, the newest Bionic Commando coming out next for PS4, and you're like, oh man, that's so fake.
Yeah.
And it's from joebum.net.com, and like, yeah, that's not a real reliable source. So
No.
where did the rumor come from for this Nintendo Direct? Was it on a bigger platform?
No.
No.
It was from, I don't even remember what the guy's name was. It was some guy that said, "Oh, he must he must be involved in the gaming community somehow." But like, I've never heard of him. But he's like, "I've heard from a reliable source that there could be a Pokemon Direct coming this Wednesday," and I was like,
Mhm.
"I don't know who this guy is."
Thanks, James. Thanks for joining. Um, yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, who is your reliable source? And I know a lot of time, like, a lot of people don't like giving up their sources and whatnot, but with certain things, like, I hate that, from a reliable source,
Yeah, from a
and
reliable quote unquote.
yeah, no, that's no fun for anybody, and especially,
No,
um, I don't know, that's no bueno to me. That's no bueno. I don't deal with those very well.
no. If you get something from like the Nintendo Inquisitor, never heard of the Nintendo Inquisitor,
Hmm.
I'll just be like, "Yee, no." I'll just wait until the horse says it. When the
Yeah,
horse, yeah, from
Nintendo's
comes from,
Nintendo's very good at doing their, like, announcing their direct. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm not.
You know what's funny too? It's like I feel like when these rumors come out, even for like Nintendo, if people are saying, "Oh, there's a direct coming," I feel like maybe they had an idea of having a direct that week, but now the rumors came out and they would just went, "Yeah, we're gonna push it back."
Mhm.
So I feel like sometimes maybe companies, when they're like, "Oh, an announcement's coming," they tend to be like, "You know what? Just to throw them off, let's push it back. Let's try to throw a curveball at them."
Well, I mean, that's Nintendo too. Nintendo's just awesome like that. They love fucking pissing everybody off.
They do tend to do that, huh?
Yeah, no, they do. They do.
But like, I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I feel like it could happen
Okay. Yeah.
where like people say, "Oh, the direct's coming this week, direct's coming," because like the last direct that happened, someone said like, "Oh," after the direct mini, they're like, "Oh, a couple weeks from now, there's gonna be a bigger direct, gonna be a bigger direct," and then it didn't happen 2 weeks after, but then like 2 weeks after that, they announced, "Hey, we're having a bigger direct." And that's when they announced Smash and everything else like that. So like, I almost feel like that's why I kind of feel like maybe they do that. Maybe they're like, oh, they had a plan, but then people are starting to spread stuff like a week in advance, and they're like, no, we're not gonna do it. So we're just gonna wait and make people wait longer and longer and longer. So not sure. That's why I think maybe they do that, maybe they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows what Nintendo does? Nintendo does what Nintendo wants.
Yes.
And that's kind of just, I don't know, that's kind of just how they are. And it's not necessarily a bad thing either, because that's also what makes Nintendo Nintendo is
Yeah.
they do what Nintendo wants. But at the same time, like you gotta ask, like, if the masses are asking for something, at what point in time do you kind of answer that call? So let me say, all right. So let me say, as a business owner,
Yeah.
you get a lot of advice from friends, family, and others, and sometimes you're just like, okay, I get it. You're trying to help, and I know you think you understand, but you don't.
Yeah.
Especially when you truly do understand. Especially like with me owning the lounge for as long as I have, there's still a lot to learn. There's still tons and tons to learn every day. But there are certain things that I know because I've experienced it, and you just learn that stuff from experience. So when somebody on the outside's like, "Hey, you should really do blah," you're kind of like, no, I shouldn't, because no one likes that. So a lot of people don't understand, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, you should get a bunch of 50 inches in your place. Okay, like, one of my big sources right now is tournaments. So if I go out and buy 50-inch screens, I can't use those because it limits my tournament market, because they only play on certain screens that are on, tournament certified. So, it's like, I wish I could just do everything, but it doesn't work that way. And there's like, and they think that there's this huge market for something because they like something. So, for example, Tecmo Super Bowl is a great example. Nobody really likes Tecmo Super Bowl. Like, no one really likes that. And but it is cool for a casual game. If someone says, "Oh, this is cool, this Tecmo Super Bowl here, I'm gonna play it." But at the end of the day, no one's gonna just. I'm not gonna get 30 to 40 people coming to sign up for a Tecmo Super Bowl once a month. It just doesn't happen that way. But now, if I say, "Hey, I'm gonna have alcohol, I'm gonna sell alcohol," and I incorporate other things into that, then that's different, because then it's something that's carrying the Tecmo Super Bowl, the title in that whole headliner. But without that, it's tough. But everyone always has a suggestion and stuff like that. And that's the thing. Chicken dinner. Dr. Ed Plant is our co-host right here. So he's the one that,
I'm right here. So
he's the one that runs the chat. So when you see a reply from him, that's who it is.
yeah, if we don't get to you talking, I will try to reply to you on chat.
So I mean, when it comes to Nintendo with their business and their directs and stuff like that, I can understand, like, there are a lot of things too that I have in a vision. I have a vision that I want to push out. And if someone doesn't know what that vision is, they can't direct me really into where to go. So I try to have faith with Nintendo, but it's just frustrating in a sense, because then you're like, um, at what point at what point do I have to actually stop and listen to my customers? And I do have to provide. And I do think that there are certain things that Nintendo does lack in that. But again, that's also makes Nintendo, I guess, Nintendo. So it's one of those double-edged swords that you're like, hey, Nintendo, do your thing and keep making great games. But at the same time, you're like, damn it. Like, the biggest example I can say is the network. Like I want that rental, that game rental network that they can do with all the Nintendo games.
Right.
Um, but to them, it just might not be beneficial, and they would know more than me. But I know as a
Right.
Nintendo fan myself, I'm just like, dude, I would die for that. And I've talked to people, and I know people would die for that. But they might have done already the research on it, and they're probably like, the market's not as big as you think it is. They would know better than me, you know.
Yeah.
They would know better than me, even though I continuously bitch every show about, hey, I think they need to do that. Like it's just I
Yeah.
don't know what the market entails, but I mean, I base it off of look at Netflix, like look at Netflix and look at how well that does. That type of service is out there, and people love it, and that's just the wave that we're going through. So that's just how it works, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. See, that's the thing. Like they wouldn't know. I'm just trying to think what I was gonna say. They wouldn't know like what the dynamic or what the stats are of like how people react to the virtual console. I think that I just think that Nintendo has an advantage over the other two with their virtual console because there are so many classic games on there. And we've said it numerous times that because of their library, they have the biggest, best library where even the statistics of playing older games, backwards compatibility, probably works better for them than it does for like Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah,
Like I
100%.
would love to see the stats on how many people are using the Xbox Game Pass and going back and playing the classic games, or using PlayStation Now and going back and playing the classic games on PlayStation. It might be a little bit more on the PlayStation side, but that's something that'd be interesting to look at
I agree.
at some point to see that. And like one example I was gonna say, like when you were talking about like owning the lounge and stuff, it's like if somebody came up to you and they're like, hey, VR is a hot thing, you should have like 5 VR stations there and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I mean that's a good idea. It's hot, but that comes with you know, can you afford different VR stations at
Right.
that point? And if you do get it, how many people are actually going to use it? Because you do cater to a crowd that is more into like, competitive gaming, like, with Smash, with Street Fighter, even with League of Legends, playing Overwatch, stuff like that. The lounge has a lot of like competitive games to it. So like throwing a VR station in there is like, I don't know.
It's
I don't know if that would work too well.
I'm all for it, and it makes sense, and it's a big part of what the culture is that we do. Like, yes, it is a good idea, but again, I have to have kind of wage my priorities. Like, okay, am I going to start going more towards the casual gamer? Because if I'm going to go more towards the
Mm.
casual gamer, or even hardcore gamer, the non-competitive gamer, should I say, that's what I want to do. I want to provide that type of entertainment, and I'm trying to cater to both, but I can only cater to what's really in that situation. When it comes to the lounge, is like, okay, but I just wish that I had this endless supply of everything, because then
Right.
it would be different. But like, I am just an average Joe Schmo that's trying to provide a business of entertainment for those that enjoy that entertainment
Yeah.
for a factor, and not go broke while doing that. And that can be tough. That can be very, very tough, especially in this world, in industry, when it comes to gaming, because gaming is a very expensive, and I don't get any deals. I don't get off. I get the same deals you do. So it's like, when
Mhm.
I catch a sale, that's when I can catch it and then reuse that, and that's fantastic. But it can be tough. It can be really tough, and that's why the businesses in the lounging area you don't see booming everywhere, is because there's not that big of a profit for us. So it's like you got to take a major hit at first. So
Right. I agree. And then so getting to Nintendo in that aspect, like everybody wants the online and it's coming.
yeah.
Everybody, but we haven't heard any details on it. And my whole thing is like, people are like, oh, they want GameCube games on there. Oh, they want the rental service. Oh, they want this. They want that. but we don't know what they're doing. This is why I've kept saying like this might be like the Zelda effect
Yep. Yep.
with this, because like they're holding it off, holding off, holding off, and then they might just come out with something that's just like we didn't even think of, but it's gonna work. So it's like that's why I don't really like to say all the time, no matter what it is, like oh, they should do this, they should do this, they should do this, because who knows what they're gonna put out there. And if everybody did what the community said to do, then eventually there's going to be backlash to that, because then it's like, okay, well, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this. Now there's nothing.
It's impossible. It's impossible to please
Absolutely.
everybody. It absolutely is impossible, and you will drive yourself bananas trying to please
Oh,
everybody.
for sure.
So I think that's like one of the hardest things about doing what I do, and other people that do what I do, and even us doing what we do on the show. It's just it's very very difficult to please everybody, and you just do your best. And the best way I could say that is, you have your vision, right, and you stick with that vision, and by sticking with that vision, you just hope that there are other people that have that joy in the vision that you're creating as well. It goes with anything that deals with art. Like this show is an art. Even though my business is a business, is a consumer business, it's an
Yeah.
art to me. It's an art of entertainment. So I got to create a product that everyone will enjoy to make them want to keep coming back and play. And to me, that's an art, because this is my passion. So I'm going to put what I enjoy into it. And if I'm doing this and I'm not enjoying it, I don't want to do it anymore. That's just that's the entail. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it where I want to be able to make money, so that way I can provide a living for myself and my family. Yes, but I don't want to be broke and hurt myself in the long run. But at the same time, the vision is important. So there are certain times I'm willing to sacrifice certain aspects of how things go for me to provide that vision, so other people can enjoy it. And again, it's more than just being like, "Hey, I'm going to do this because it sounds like it's going to bring a lot of money." I'm like, "Hey, am I going to go homeless trying to do this event?" No. Okay, let's give it a shot. And that's really what I'm all about.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like what Jamie brought up at GamerCon.
Yeah, no, it's exactly.
Yeah, because like he's running big events, but at the end of the day, yeah, he still has a family to provide for. So it's if it's got to work out, and if it's not beneficial to him, and if it doesn't work out the way he thinks it, he's not going to do it. The next time, or maybe he does take that shot like he does with Guts and with CT GamerCon. It's all about like what you can do, what you can afford.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, and then that's what it comes down to. And you try to get as much support and try to get other people to believe in the vision that you believe in, and then just keep your fingers crossed and hope that there's enough people that believe in that vision that you have to keep it alive.
Agreed.
And that's all we can do. That's all we can do as entertainers and business providers, is to provide those that a need of something that they want.
Yes.
So, yeah. So that's great. But
I just hope that Andre can believe in my vision of Dynasty Warriors or the Warrior series in itself.
I don't think that will ever happen. His passion his passion of hate for Dynasty Warriors is almost as great as my passion of hate for GameStop.
Oh wow. That's like so would you say, so I hope to God Albert's still here. I wonder if it compares to like my hatred for LeBron.
See, I have a pretty big hate for LeBron too, so I can kind of go there. I can kind of go there with you and see eye to eye with you there. Because it's just, yeah, we won't get into that conversation.
No.
We'll save that conversation for another day.
I forgot why you have a deep, passionate hatred for GameStop, though. I forgot.
Oh, I mean, the list is too great.
Other than like screwing people on like trades and the
I mean,
pre-owned
I
games.
mean, I have personal bad experiences with them, and
Okay.
that's the big thing. And
Yeah.
I always tell everyone like my hatred for GameStop is never projected onto anybody else. Like anytime someone goes there, I'm like, I don't blame you. You gotta buy your stuff somewhere, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, Best Buy is not as everywhere as I thought it was. It's just everywhere that I always was. I always felt like there was always a Best Buy until there wasn't a Best Buy in Taunton anymore, and then I'm just like, oh wow, there's really not a
Crap.
Best Buy everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, Best Buy is the ultimate solution. But GameStop is really cornered the area. But I just want to give everyone a heads up. You can buy your gaming accessories anywhere. And if you need a game, like yo, there are places that you can get games at better prices than GameStop almost anywhere. Like Target does a sale every 2 games you buy, you get one free on the holidays. Like look
Yeah.
for sales like that. I just I am a big anti-used game person as far as for the industry taking this the sales for it, and it's just they take such a big hit, and I don't mind the sales of used games. What kills me is the buyback price that they pay for it, and the
Yeah.
the markup that they get is just it's not fair, and for what they destroy everybody for that. So with that being said, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that shit. I don't like
Yeah.
that at all.
And they keep trying to throw things like, if you trade this game in, you get an extra 20%. But of course, it's always the game that had came out like a week or two prior.
Hmm.
And like they'll give you like half the money that you paid for it. Oh, but you'll get an extra 20%.
Yeah,
So it's like, okay, but you have to trade it towards something.
yeah,
That's the thing. Oh, you have to trade this, and it's on this game list in order to get this game, and it's like, ugh.
yeah. Not a fan of
Yeah.
that. Not a fan of that. So, my hate was originally from my personal experience at GameStops. I've never had a
Yeah.
pleasant one. I feel like they intentionally hire assholes, and that bothers me.
Hey,
Not
you
all, not
watch your
all. Like
tongue.
I've met a few people that did or still currently work there that are nice people. But I think the number is greater that they hire a lot of bad people. I think with every one good person,
I could see that.
there's 6 or 7 shitty people that work there.
I could see that. I honestly, the store I worked at, I was lucky
Yeah,
because I felt like everybody that did work there, like, wanted to help people. I mean, obviously, you do get the people that come in that are, like as far as customers that are completely overboard and like angry about stupid things, but that's at every other job.
yeah. That's
But I
every
felt like,
retail.
other than like those customers, I felt like everybody that was at the store, wanted to help,
Hmm.
people find what they were looking for and stuff, which was cool.
Hmm.
So I feel like I lucked out. But yeah, I've been into GameStops where I could just tell, like, yeah, I don't like you.
Yeah,
You're a little weird.
yeah,
But the only reason why I go to GameStop is because like it's literally 10 minutes from my work.
yeah. And then
So like,
I don't hate anyone because like I protested them so bad that I didn't shop them for about I think maybe 5 years, and
yeah,
I recently a week or maybe 2 weeks ago went in there because I needed a motion controller. Um, all I needed was one because I already had one for my VR.
yeah.
Which by the way I don't even I gotta find my VR. Yeah, we
Oh,
won't get into that conversation.
uh-oh.
But so I only had one, so I had to buy one. To buy two is $100, and you to buy one online, it's like $50, and I'm like, I'm not spending 50, $60 on one. Like I get it, to buy two is 100, but I wasn't dealing with that, and I found them used at GameStop for I think $35. So I was like, okay, I'll go there, I'll get that. Like stuff like that, I don't mind. And used accessories are very good there because accessories are such a huge markup anyway. So, but
Yes.
but just as the company, I mean, with you being an ex-employee, like you know behind the scenes what's going on there, and they do a lot of bad things. They do a lot of bad things. They low stock their new to force you to buy used because they make more money on used. Where as a business, I get it. You got to do what a business got to do to survive, but at the same
Yes.
time, to what aspect of that, and it's such a shitty when somebody intentionally does something shitty and they know they're doing something shitty to
Mm.
prosper, I don't that doesn't fly with me. If someone's doing something shitty and they don't know and they find out and they're just kind of like, "Oh, okay, let's make this better," then that's different. I don't but GameStop's been around for generations. I like them just put it this way, I like them better when they were Funko Land.
I miss Funko Land.
Yes, greatly.
I miss Funko Land so much.
Greatly.
As much as I miss Toys R Us.
Yeah. Already missed Toys R Us. They're not even gone for yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna miss the like.
um. So I read an article about Toys R Us,
Uh-oh.
and I kind of want to give my view on what this article said, and it makes a valid point. Toys R Us refused to change through time, and that was Toys R Us' biggest problem. Something I guess that was put across was Amazon. Toys R Us wanted to do no online sales. They didn't want to do anything online.
Yeah, that's not good.
So they sold their aspect of selling things online to Amazon and allowed Amazon to handle all that. So when Amazon first started, that is how they got into the industry, was by selling Toys R Us toys. That was the biggest no-no that you probably could ever.
Yep, that was a mistake.
So there was a lot of things that Toys R Us refused to do the change to keep themselves relevant, and that I think is what did it. Their holiday sales are absolutely incredible. They're my #1 place to go to for sales. But in all actuality, now Amazon has kind of taken over that whole aspect of things for me. So yeah, about that. So yeah, that's kind of where Toys R Us stands. So just it's companies that refuse to grow with what's going on with their industry, and I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
See, yeah, like I could see now, like working at my current job, it's like seeing all the Amazon stuff and like seeing how people react to like, you know, getting different things or may not get their certain Amazon package right away. It's almost annoying sometimes because, you know, like some people order things that literally you could just go to the store. It's really easy to get.
Yep.
And you'd have it that day.
Yep.
And all you have to do is just get in the car and do it.
Yep.
But they refuse to do it.
Yep.
And it's because of the convenience factor of, you know, being able to just go on your computer and order whatever you want and like click, 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 click. And Amazon is just crushing it on this because it's a lot easier to do that. So when people do that, then they're like, oh, wait, maybe I need something else. Maybe I need something else. So it's like, oh, but I'm just on my computer. So it's very easy to just go on to Amazon and be like, oh, I need this dog food. Oh, I actually need a headset for this. Oh, that Echo looks nice. Maybe I'll get an Amazon Echo. You know, click, click, click. And then about $500 later that they didn't have to spend, they get all this stuff.
Yep.
Because they're just sitting there and, you know, because, the convenience up.
Sorry. That was my fault.
Unbelievable. No. But, you know, the convenience of sitting there going click, 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 click. And then, again, you spend a lot of money and you might not even have had the money to do that, but it's just the convenience and it's easy. So it's like, I'm going to get all this stuff. And then countless times I hear people say this exact line, and I cannot tell you how aggravating it is because I'm just like, how much money are you spending? I countlessly hear this line. They get a package. They have to come pick up a package. I bring them the box, and I hear this. Oh, my God. I don't even remember what I ordered. You don't remember what you ordered. So what does that mean? I mean, like, you're ordering so much stuff that you don't pay attention to what you're actually ordering?
Right.
Or you don't read what the product is?
Yep.
Even like I've had family members do the same thing. Like they'll order something and they don't even realize on Amazon you can get stuff from third party people. So like some people will just order things. It comes from a third party source. They're thinking they're getting, oh, I got Amazon Prime. It's going to be there in 2 days. No, you ordered from a third party source. So it might take a week. So that's when, people get aggravated. Oh, how come I didn't get that? You ordered from a third party. And then you don't know how that product is going to be. It could come in the mail and look like crap.
Right.
And they just, says like, oh, hey, I'm good at selling and all this other stuff. Or I have good ratings on here. But that doesn't matter because they could give you something crappy that's already used.
Yep.
You don't know because they're doing third party.
Yeah, you're not paying attention to what you're purchasing.
Yeah, you're not paying exactly. You're not reading what it is. It could be the complete wrong. They might actually be selling you a product that works right, and then, but it's something completely different. But they may just have a bottle or whatever product that just like it looks different, but they need some sort of image to put on there. But then you get the product and you're like, hey, this isn't what I ordered. But in the description, that's what it says it was. So you really have to pay attention. Whereas if you just get in your car and go to the store, not only can you get it that day, you're looking at everything that's there and you can pick out exactly what you want. And you might not get, screwed over or whatever because you ordered something online.
For me, it's always about availability. Like, I don't mind going to the store. Like, I'd rather go to the store than order it online because, again, you get it right then, you get it right there, and that's what's more important to me. But more often than not, these stores don't have them anymore, and it's just being able to have that availability of everything you need right there online. That's huge, and that's a big part of why I do a lot of my shopping online. It's just like, hey, it's there. I know it's there. I can get it right now. But like I am one of the people that I'm like, I'm anal retentive in the sense of I got to make sure it does everything that I need to do, and it makes me untrigger happy to push the button. Like it makes me take a little bit longer in the fact of ordering stuff because I'm just like, is this what I want? Is this going to do what I want it to do? Stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, obviously there are some things online that you look at and you're like, okay, am I really gonna find this in the store? No, I'm not. Like, perfect example. I've been trying to get or looking at the Elgato green screen. Not gonna really find that in a store. Not gonna be at Best Buy anytime soon. The only place you can really find it is Amazon. So they may have something with Elgato, so they're selling it exclusively. But I mean, I can't go to like an electronics store and find a green screen, randomly. So that's an item that you have to go online probably to find in order to get. There's a few items like that, but I mean, there's no chance in hell that I would ever do something like I'm going to do food shopping online.
Yeah, I'm not a food shopper online person. But I had a conversation with someone that does the food shopping online, and they just talk about the convenience of being able to do, that's one less thing you have to do. They'll do like the Peapod, and I get it. Like their argument was completely valid, and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's just one task because a lot of my food shopping is based off of as I go down the aisle. Oh, you know what? I want this for dinner. I want this for dinner. Like I would never want to buy meats online. Like I couldn't.
No.
Like, and I mean that from like because now Stop and Shop, like they go to grocery stores, so they get it right there. So it's not like, oh yeah, I'm afraid to buy meats online. Like the thing I would buy is what is it? Omaha steaks. Omaha steaks. I heard it is amazing, and the quality that you get is great. That type of thing I don't mind because you're buying it in bulk and getting it. But like, I don't know, like the weight you're getting, so it's like, hey, I'm buying 20 pounds. Like they got to give you 20 pounds. But like, I don't know. I guess I'm just old school with that. But I do see the argument, and I understand the other side of why people do it. I'm just kind of like, okay, but it just comes to a tradition. Like, I don't want to be lazy. Like, that's the big thing. Like,
Right.
if there's no reason for me not to go shopping, like if I'm doing a bunch of stuff, then that's different. Like if I say, oh, I have no time and I need to get food shopping, that's completely different. But like, I mean, now I'm that type of busy, but normally I'm not that type of busy where I'm just like, hey, I just plan a day, I go grocery shopping. Like it's cool to get into casual real life for once in a while and pull myself away from everything. So, but I get it. I do understand why people do the food shopping.
See, my whole thing is like the bad part is going to be if everything just came down to doing shopping online, then nobody would leave their house or hardly anybody would leave their house. So it would just look like, I don't even know. It would social interaction would go down a lot pertaining to, just doing that. Just, oh, I'm going to go online and do this. Even like going on like Facebook and just like, oh, I'm going to tell everybody my status on Facebook. But a lot of people don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you put that on there. But like, if people just dedicate themselves like, I'm going to do online shopping, then I'm going to use Facebook, then you become a hermit at that point. And I would never, ever want to do that. There's no way. Like, I mean, we play video games a lot, and a lot of people would consider that, sitting here for hours playing video games, like you're being a hermit. But if you do other things before doing that, you're not really. You're just, you can go out and do social things. Like, I don't mind going for a hike once in a while. Like, I like going for hikes. It's nice to walk through nature and experience nature and stuff like that.
I enjoy that with my dogs.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, even just walking your dogs or going walking with somebody. It's fun stuff. Like, once in a while, I like, going out into the woods and seeing the woods and walking through different terrain and seeing like different animals or something. I don't know, but it's fun. Things like that are fun, and it's, it gets you out, gets you walking, gets your energy going. It's going to be a lot. It's fun to do stuff like that, different things like that sometimes.
It is. The world of online shopping. That's the way it works.
Huh.
All right, well, we'll get you off, dude, because I know you got to work early in the morning. So we'll get you off so that way you can get that sleep.
That sleepy cool.
So everyone, please don't forget, next week we will be streaming on Tuesday, not Thursday, due to PAX is Thursday this year. So even if it wasn't, we would probably still do Tuesday because we would be going to Boston on Thursday.
We only picked Tuesday because I'm the ding dong that said, oh yeah, I'm going up there Wednesday.
Well, it doesn't matter. Normally, I always go down there Thursday, so I always go down there the day before PAX. But just this year, I was just like, I can't go down there Wednesday. It's too much. Like I already spent from Thursday to Sunday down there, so I'm just like, I gotta go. I gotta go. We're just gonna go earlier on Thursday. That's all. Like we're gonna.
Dude, I'm going freaking Wednesday to Monday.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be.
Yeah, that's funny. But that's it for us this week. We will catch you next week, Tuesday. Please join us so that way we can talk about PAX, so we can hype up PAX. Because we cannot wait. We are excited. We're pumped. And it's here, everybody. It's here. And then it's going to be gone before you know. So let's enjoy this.
I just want everybody to all aboard the hype train and bring all of your cardboard.
Yeah, so we're officially 7 days away. And let's get ready and let's get pumped, because next week's going to be PAX, and we're all ready. So that's for us this year. This tonight. And
this year?
Holy moly. We're done for the year. No.
We're done for the year?
And we're done for the night. And we will catch you guys next week. See you guys later.
Peace.